Hi, and welcome back to The Soup. I'm your long-lost White House correspondent, Brian Karem. And last week I posted a video, wrote an article in Salon about the bullshit in Washington, D.C., and I got inundated, folks, with a lot of emails going, gosh, is there any more bullshit in D.C.? Well, yes, there is. And over the weekend, there was a handful. No. There was a truckload full of it, and it was called CPAC. Let's talk just briefly about that, and I'll update you on it. First of all, take a look at the large crowds for Donnie Jr. and the Impossibles. That would be Kimberly Guilfoyle.
But, is it unreasonable for me to expect, as a citizen of the United States of America, to have a United States senator have basic cognitive function?
Because all of us in this room have one message to Joe Biden. It is time to put America first.
Wait a minute. No, I honestly, I've seen bigger crowds at high school PTA meetings. True story. But nonetheless, they did pack the place for Don Sr., the former president himself. Donald Trump showed up, and we can skip most of it. I'm not going to fact check him because, after all, I spent 4 years covering this man, and we all know he's full of shit. There is nothing that he says that can be counted on as being factual. If Donald Trump were to tell me that the sun rises in the east, honestly, I'm going to look out the window just to check. But he did say something that was of interest, and I'm going to quote it. I am your warrior, I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. The Christians love this kind of talk, and that's Donnie at his best, flinging the bullshit high and nigh and far and low. But I want to, for all those evangelical Christians, I would like you to take a look at this. This is Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing and inwardly are ravening wolves. Is there a mental disconnect? You do not see the bullshit that Donald Trump is full of? Take a look at some other bullshit that occurred.
You know, I stared today at $31 trillion in debt and tell my son, make sure you work hard because Social Security may just not be there for you. Every recent administration, Republican and Democrat alike, added trillions in dollars to our debt. That is deeply unconservative. Trump administration, the administration I served, added $8 trillion in new debt. This is indecent and can't continue. Earning back that trust will be hard work. It won't just be a campaign speech. It won't just be talking about it. We need demonstrated seriousness, people who will explain to the American people and to their kids and grandkids why this matters. These will require tough choices, difficult choices, but the risks required are worthy.
Yeah, Mike Pompeo is griping about Donald Trump and spending all the money and the $8 billion. Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Mike, where were you when you were in the administration? You didn't have anything to say about it then. Look, CPAC was filled with the kind of bullshit that they're going to sell you for the next 2 years. And at the same time, by selling you the bullshit, you are going to ignore some legitimate concerns. And the bullshit they're going to sell you is that the Donald Trump administration was perfect or didn't exist, and everything is the fault of Joe Biden. And that's all bullshit. But at the same time, they're going to tell you being woke is bad. They don't even know what woke is. They just use it like they use socialism. Socialism is bad. Great. I tell you what, the next time there's a fire at your house and the fire department shows up, folks, that's socialism. It's not necessarily always a bad thing. And, and I do love capitalism. That's a great thing. But too much of anything is obviously too much. And if you've gone too far right or too far left, you've gone too far. And speaking of that bullshit, I saw where the far right and the far left met. And it was in a theater in North Hollywood where the people on the far left were screaming at Joe Biden on screen in a movie that I saw in a documentary. And one man even said, I hope you die soon. Folks, that's not what politics is about. And that's bullshit. And there are real issues that we need to discuss that aren't bullshit, but we discuss them as if they were bullshit. For example, the war in Ukraine. It's not bullshit to ask, why are we there? It is bullshit to blame it on Biden. It is bullshit to say that Putin is in the right. That's all bullshit. For the love of God, do yourself a favor and adopt a critical mind to the things that you see, read, and hear. Remember, 6 corporations control virtually everything you see, read, and hear. And that's no bullshit. And I'll see you next time. We leave on this note from CPAC. It's a strippergram, folks. No, I'm just kidding. Enjoy yourself. Catch you next time.
The best part of waking up? MAGA tears in my cup. Check out the new MAGA tears mug available now at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com. It's 100% union made right here in the USA. I know I'm not tired of winning yet. How about you? Get yours today.